a bit loud. There we go. Alright. There we go. Alright, it is time for more Emerald Dragon. We will, hopefully be playing this till it's finished, although, who knows at this point. It's kind of amazing how fast we managed to go from rescue this girl we personally know to get wrapped up in a generic war against terror. But that sure was the 90s. Also, I tried looking up a guide for this game, and it is the single most... I don't read Japanese guide I have ever seen for a video game. Like, as a random paragraph, go to town. A guy joins your party. He is weak and can't be upgraded. Don't bother. Go to a north cave. Back to town, your old character rejoins the party. Now go talk to a yellow-haired dude. And I'm like, yeah. Okay, man. That said, it's only like 10 to 12 paragraphs of this until the end of the game. So it makes me wonder, like, how much game there is in this game. There is exactly as much game in this game as there is game in this game. I'm sure. I don't know what that means, but it sounds very clever, I'm sure. Would I like to know how long according to how long to beat? Does it have the PC Engine version? Or is it the SNES version? I understand the SNES version is very easy, but I am a little curious. Would also help if I had an emulator open. Looks like PC Engine? Okay, that's cool. This is kind of like if the Never-Ending Story theme had no groove. What is this? Vantage Master, okay. They track the different engines, same game head. Okay. Is it? No, this is not the Never-Ending Story modified. Like I said, it sounds like the Never-Ending Story with its soul, like, sucked out its butt or something. Kappa style. It's like a daytime soap opera based on the Never-Ending Story. Like, Days of Our Dreams. Standing tall on the wings of my dreams. That's actually a different, much better sitcom theme. Never mind. Alright, a little more water, and I am going to toggle over to the game screen. Where the game is, or the game will be, briefly. Music off. Game on. Game on? Game on. Okay. The Super CD-ROM will never stop being funny to me. Oh, it just pulls right up where we were. Okay, that's cool. Please, come right in. Alright. What is our goal? Let's hit the party talk button. That is the map button. I'm gonna keep getting those two things confused for the entire game. Prince Haslam and Friar Fauna. Though I may only burden you, I hope we'll be able to work well together. Ah, screw the formalities, After Shan. Just call me Haslam. And Fauna is fine. I hope us two girls can get together, Tamron. Yes, Friar Fauna. I hope us two girls can get together. Yeah, no, I read that wrong. Well, time to head to Fort Sada. Which is right here. Fort Sada. Sada. Fort Saltine. The commander of Fort Zalma. You know, I went through like 4 different names for this fort, and I didn't hit that one. Is Perigo the Warmonger, a member of the Unholy Trinity that Ostrakan commands. Oh, Fort Salma is different from Fort Zalma. Perigo has single-handedly beaten hundreds of mighty soldiers to death. With each other? Because then he's just a Kunio character. He's a great motivator. Yeah, very hands-on approach. If we take Fort Zalma, you should pass through the woods and go to the town of Kurdur. Kurdur. To the southwest. Unholy Trinity, different from an Elite Four, and certainly not a... Shiteno? Shitendo? I've forgotten the term. For like the 4 heavenly kings, or whatever. You can get to the neighboring town of Kurdur easily, but the gate is locked. It's believed that Perigo, who's at Fort Zalma, most likely holds the key. Okay, so we have to beat that guy to death with his bare hands. There are treasure chests beyond here, but entry is currently prohibited. Okay, I'll wait for you guys to die. Shiteno. It feels weird to say that. Haslam, Your Highness, we've been waiting. Sit rep. Now. We've wandered into medieval Call of Duty. Sir. Currently, Ostrakan's main force, located at Fort Salma, is beginning to move south. Their objective appears to be the suppression of the resistance around the town of Volvi. Volvi. There is a bit in the README about how these are names from somewhere. And it occurs to me that I didn't really look at it. So I'm gonna open that thing up now and have a look. See if they explain what a Volvi is. See, README. If you play the game, you'll notice a lot of unusual names like Volvi, Mithramir, Khosrau, and so on. Most of the names are taken from real-world religious or historical terms, primarily, but not exclusively, Avestan language terminology relating to Zoroastrianism. Okay. We're Zoroastrian. What is a Horolvi? Pronounced like Wowi. Twiles and Mana. From Wovi, the third wife of Zoroaster, founder of Zoroastrianism. Okay. Don't think much of us, do they? I wasn't thinking much of you, and then I had to look up fucking Zoroastrianism. I feel bad for the people who translated this in a way. Redirecting their main force from the Royal Knights to the resistance militia. And what enemy troops remain at Fort Zalma? It seems only the squadron of Parago the Warmonger, who is under the command of Ostrakan, is left. Is there a translation note regarding Parago? I must look. No, there is not. Travail the Prolvi. Damn it. I've already forgotten how to pronounce it. Huolvi. The Wilds of Huolvi. Your Highness, this is our best and only chance to counterattack. Alright, I leave the battle plan to you. Create an opening for us to seize Fort Zalma. Understood. Then we shall spearhead the attack. Well, he's such a good commander. We'll leave it up to you. Do whatever you want. Okay. Don't do anything rash before we arrive. I expect you'll suffer major losses in the attack against Parago the Warmonger's forces. It's like he's a warmonger or something. He mongs war, in the same way that some people mong cheese. Let's get to it, Atrushan. Saying that is actively hostile to charlatanism. Charlatanism. I'm a charlatan. Alright, so apparently, Ford is off to the north. I'm remembering which buttons do what. Weeks of mana. Ew. Actually, that doesn't sound quite so appealing. I have no idea where to the north this, Oh! Kobolds. And orcs. Oh my. Alright, everything's dying. That's good. We are being carried a little bit. Hi? When we tried to rush the fort, the gate suddenly closed. They're fighting back? Those bastards! This must be an enemy trap. I hope nothing's befallen Commander Sada. The main force, led by Commander Sada, has already stormed the fortress. Hey, the hell's going on here? Baki the Grappler. Do you think Parago is like Baki's dad, who regularly assaults the U.S. president as a reminder he exists? I feel like every time I'm reminded Baki exists, it's like an assault on me. Do you remember how they have a guy who's just like a human pickle? And he's the world's most perfect specimen? I hate that series. I mean, it's fascinating, but I kind of hate it. Oh, Your Highness, forgive our disgrace. This is how I start most sentences. We blundered into an enemy trap and became separated from the main force. We'll take the gate down right away, so please wait just a moment. Okay, get ready, men. Yes, sir! What are you guys gonna do? Oh, with a log, okay. For some reason, I thought they were gonna, like, suicide bomb it. And that would have sucked. That was an interesting sound effect. We'll clear the way for you from here, Your Highness. Forward, men. We better get moving, too. Okay, so, yeah, we're good, hit points-wise. My gut feeling is that we're gonna have to do a little bit of grinding around here. Dumbasses. Are you stupid enough to think you could take this fortress by yourself? Damn you. Okay, take him away. Oh, they take prisoners. How polite of them. Alright, I'm definitely gonna have to do some grinding. Are there random battles in here, or do I just have to... Yeah, I just have to rush this. Here comes more of them. Get 'em, boys. Bunch of evil soldiers. Revast is just straight up killing them, which is great. Man, Baki. What a show what a manga that is. I know it's not like the most deranged manga of all time or anything, but sometimes it feels like it. Alright, everybody's taking a little bit of damage. There we go. Obtained the dungeon key! Well, that was simple. Let's, save this again. Down into the dungeon. Oh, here's the random encounters. Now we're fighting evil soldiers left and right. Now, the thing is... the thing to me is that because my characters keep casting healing spells in battle, I don't feel compelled to use recovery items as often as I probably should. I don't know. I'm gonna pick up another level for Atrushan as long as I'm down here. $14 to go. Ah, the flying arrow. Oh my god! Okay, I forgot that, they can spell fizzle. Yeah, that's good. Alright, Haslam is apparently our tank, because they are beating on him for like 2 to 3 damage a swing, which is frankly hilarious. Alright, and 1 level for our healer, who can always use more levels. Cameron is the one casting Revast, which is the thing that's basically eradicating entire groups here. There we go. And she got basically nothing out of that, but that's fine. Alright! Now we just, struck Atrushan, but it didn't connect. I question your definition of struck. Alright. Use the dungeon key. I'm so sorry. I'm completely worthless. Oh, well, would you like to come with me and kick some ass? Okay. Can't believe I got captured by the enemy. I really screwed up. You and everybody else. It's fine. Parago is pretty strong. Be careful. He's pretty good. Alright, let's save in here. And, presumably Perigo is in the next room. Or so. Hello, Mr. Existerer. Seeing a lot of you. It's neat. Hope you're well. Alright, there goes that caveman, and we are continuing on. Yeah, I'm willing to bet he's in the next room here. Oh. Do continue existing. Alright, we are apparently just busting ghosts here. If I'm not holding fast forward, the screen will flash for that attack. I apologize. Alright, let's go the other way first. Random battles in this game ain't shit. I should not have said that. They're gonna ramp up now. Why do I say words? These flying arrows have absolutely enormous movement rates, but no staying power whatsoever. Mostly, I kind of enjoy this battle system because I can sit back and mostly relax. It's all automated except for my moves. So I just have to look at the overview of the battle and go, what next? I do wonder if I've put my slower characters sort of at the back, and, Oh, I should have gone the other way. Shit. Well, that's the downside. Is that there is a huge random encounter rate, and I do have to go back and forth a lot. Still, that gets you experience. The one thing you need most. So I hope everybody's doing okay. For me, it's been another day of really poor sleep. I'm not sure what it is that's doing it, but, at some point, I've got to actually get more than, like, 2 hours of sleep consecutively. On the other hand, if I get 2 hours of sleep 6 times a day, I'm ahead of the curve, I guess? But it's still really awkward. Well, if you've had any benefits at all in the last couple of days, then good. That's certainly a good thing as far as I'm concerned. It can be a rough time out there. Alright. Your Highness! Sada, you're safe. I managed to corner Perigo the Warmonger's forces, but without the fortress key that Perigo holds, we can't get past here. I see, leave this to me. My deepest apologies, Your Highness. Oh no, these are all cells, aren't they? I didn't have to come back here at all! Oh well. We had to get the plot tidbit. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the kind of game where, you do need to trigger plot flags in a specific order. Or else the whole thing gets confused. Be able to get the last bits printed for your window thing. That has been a long-term project, and I'm glad that it's actually paying dividends. Oh, we did find $120. So, that's something. It's not nothing. Any benefit, no matter how minor, is a minor benefit. Alright, he's chopping through the soldiers and the arrows. There we go. Oh, hey. Dude, how the fuck are you doing that with your voice? What a treat. For the Playboy of Irevon comes to see me in person. Why is he goofy? No, bad. I see that these days you're not just after ladies' bums, but something else, too. Penis? You know the drill, man. Leave the women alive. We'll have our fun later. I'm Clyde Rape. Yeah, okay. Like we needed a reason to kill this guy harder. Let's just murder him as hard as we can. Lots of kobolds. Okay. I'll just mop up the kobolds while Asylum, like, solos everything else. Oh, hit Atru-chan for just about my entire, health bar. Like, I had 50% left. Alright, we're finishing off the kobolds. Ow. Fortunately, we have healing. Alright, I'm gonna hit him twice and then run away. And see if he comes after me. No, it looks like he's just going after those two. Not looking good for us, is it? Well, I think it's looking fine. I still have got healing items. Yeah, the problem is that now I have to walk over there to hit him. And he's down! Asher-chan leveled up, Tamarin leveled up. We obtained a key. What's in here? Another chest. Obtained a gold bar. I have no idea what this does. Presumably, it's expensive and you sell it. Hopefully we don't need it for, like, forging legendary golden armor or anything. That would suck. The commander is waiting in the hall at the end of the corridor that circles around to the west. Alright. That was a nice description. Your Highness! We've taken care of Parago. The recovery of Fort Zama is a success. I very nearly called it Fort Zima. I expected no less of your Highness. Now then, please use the Zalma key to open the door. Use the Zalma key to open the door. We will stand guard here. Yes, if you will. We'll give you the Zalma key. Use it to open the gate to the passage out front. Ready, Asher-chan? Sure. I'll hold on to this. The Hellions seem to have retreated to Fort Apis. You should pass through the forest to the southwest and go to the town of Kurder. I guess we just come out this side and start heading southwest. This game is brisk. Like, whatever else you have to say about it, you gotta admit, this game is brisk. Oh, what's this? I kind of wonder if I just found a secret passage. I have no idea, though, so we'll find out. Twitch decided not to send you an email. Twitch almost never sends anybody an email about anything anymore, I've found. And I forgot to paste over updates because I was, like, mostly off Telegram. Apologies. So far, we have gone through a fort and beaten up a bald guy. It's been a productive evening. Didn't want to be a pest. About what? You can't pester me about my own initiative. Okay, that just goes... The path through the forest went through the forest. Usually I am streaming every Tuesday to Sunday. I take Mondays off. Except when I accidentally sleep in. At which point, I do not take Mondays off. Living statue was defeated. Okay. Now we're beating up the statues. Beating up the arrows and the statues, and I feel like we're just killing all the inanimate objects. Got into the bleh, I don't want to mood. Almost always, I go ahead and stream through the bleh, I don't want to mood. Alright. I think this is a town. Yeah, this looks like a town, alright. Heard the rumors about Oldingstone Cave? Is that where Ovines come from? This happened when we fled into the forest. We heard the low growl of a demon coming from the depths of the cave. The noise was terrifying. Everyone was shaking in their boots. If you want more details, ask the local bartender. Ah, how D&D of you. Yep, this is the town of Kurder. This is where we're supposed to be. $20 pulse to stay the night. And so the dawn breaks. A new day begins. Yeah, streaming is not just a hobby to me. It is also kind of therapeutic. Like, it's difficult to know how to put this because I feel like it's going to be kind of offensive. But when I'm here, I can stop thinking of people as, like, my good friends and think of you as, like, an audience instead. And that allows me to kind of clear my mind and treat this like, you know, a job. And if I'm treating it like a job, I can be professional about stuff that's wrong with me. I can actively figure out, like, what kind of bullshit is going on. And positively identify it and work through it. Thank you. Because of you, I was able to return to the Count of Carter here. And obviously, like, I want to be professional, and I want to keep the focus on the game as much as possible. Like, I generally assume people are here to see the game and not me. Old man tap? Do you tap dance? No, this man came out of the old man tap. Somebody turned the tap and this old man poured out. You just can't beat the flavor of this town's wine, no siree. Okay, I hope you are not a main character. Holy shit. Alright. Lots of Hellion troops have gathered at Fort Apis. You wouldn't stand a chance against them at the moment. If you take gold bars to a shop, you can sell them for a high price. Fortunately, we have one of those. You've got a long road ahead. Don't buy in a hurry and end up getting done in. Alright, let's sell this gold bar. He'll buy it at a high price. 500 pulls. That's not really that high. Okay, that's fine. The bastard sword is not something he needs, so we can sell that. We still have that detonator ruby. I have no idea if that's gonna be an old dirty bastard sword. Yes, probably. Broadsword! Do we have broadswords? Are we already on the broadswords? I'm gonna be ordering some stronger weapons. Well, maybe we'll wait until then. We are on the long sword. We are not on the broadsword. So let's unequip the long swords. What do you even use, Fauna? A staff. Alright. Actually, it sounds almost like he's telling us not to buy the broadswords. But fortunately, we save scum, so we can afford them easily. There we go, 2 broadswords. How about armor? Armor sword Kilder. You'll wear your body out fighting the demons if you don't equip good armor. I have no idea. I think the chainmail is our upgrade here, but... Also, why is the armor store called Kilder? When it could be called, the other thing that they had. What was the other store? Cut Out. Yeah, I don't know. They're both good names. Alright, let's pick up the chainmail for each. And I think that'll be good enough for now. We'll come back later, because I'm sure they'll have better equipment once the other store gets better equipment. Who's in here? This town's wine is Old Man Tap's favorite drink. Guess what? I know Mr. Tap's secret, but I'm not telling you. Is it that he's a drunk old man who drinks a lot? Go past 4th Apsis to the southwest, and then head further south, and you'll find a town called Huowi. It's become a base of operations for the Resistance formed to oppose the Hellions. I hear a man named Khosrow leads it. According to rumor, there's a Resistance contact in this town, too. It's Tap. We have to get him some wine. Want to buy a map of this area? Yeah. Along the mountains north of Fort Zelma is the entrance to Ovingstone Cave, been sealed off of a rock, though. The entrance to Ovingstone Cave has been sealed off of a rock. It seems some ominous roars have been coming from it. Has a monster inhabited it, or could it be the dragon ghost spoken of in legends? A dragon ghost! That's cool! Or perhaps a terrifying demon summoned by the Infernal One is winning its chance to emerge. What's the matter, Boggin? Oh, something's just bothering me. Ovingstone Cave. It seems I'll need to go take a look in it. Alright. Okay, we can do that. Let's go, check out... Excuse me. She deliberately threw herself in front of me. Let's buy some wine. And give it to Old Man Tap. Because everything is kind of implying that we should do that. You can have this wine if you want. Much obliged already then. How about I tell you a little secret? There's a man in this town who acts as a contact for Khosrow, leader of the Resistance, what's gathered in Wolvie, and helps him out. Now who could that be? Alright. Let's head off to the north and try out fighting whatever's in Ovingstone Cave. I really do feel like this game is just flying by. I think what we're gonna do, actually, is just a wee speck of grinding. We're gonna mostly fast forward through these battles, because holy shit, we're doing incredible damage now. I do feel like maybe I wasn't supposed to buy that sword. Sorry. Alright, where is Ovingstone Cave? I'm legitimately not sure. They said to the north. I'm assuming it's near that rocky area that we are currently on the wrong side of the river from. But I actually don't know. Maybe we should go back to town and try getting directions again. Why are we fighting so many cavemen? What have the Neanderthals ever done to us? Yeah, let's walk back to town real quick. Fort Apis. It was in the bar. Oving Stone was... not Quovi. Quit talking to me, you're ruining my drink. The mountains north of Fort Zalma. Alright, let's backtrack to Fort Zalma then. And Fort Zalma was over... here. Yeah, alright. Level up. We are getting minimal intelligence level ups on our hero, which tells me that he's never gonna be a mage. Like, I do not think this boy could cast magic if his life depended on it. Somehow not the dumbest member of the party, though. And Boggin only has one point of intelligence over him. That's remarkable. Maybe it doesn't take intelligence to be a mage. Maybe all it takes is rote memorization. And the willingness to commit to fucking fireballs instead of swinging a weapon. I don't know. Really big hat. Do you think the power of a mage is tied to his hat? I mean... we got two mages, and only one of them is wearing a hat. The other one's just bald. All magic seems to do fixed damage anyway, so maybe intelligence has nothing to do with it. Alright, I'll use my magic to blast away this rock. Stand back, everyone. Hadouken! No? O power of flame which fills the earth, house thyself within my staff and unleash thy power. Woo! Looks like it worked! Come, let's hurry forth! Boggin, you're sounding a little tired. You doing okay there, buddy? I am worried he's gonna pull a Tella. Here we are, Ovingstone Cave. What's the matter, Boggin? You're all pale. Yeah, I was worried about that. Seems I've overexerted myself. Sorry, could you go on ahead? Are you okay, Boggin? No, I'm old and dying. Go away. I'm fine. Okay, well, I honestly don't really care, so... Alright, what do we got? Scorpions and living statues. And we're just thumping them both. I don't think there's anything down here, but we should check for... Okay, never mind, there's chests. Found chainmail! Yeah, we didn't need to buy that. Can you wear chainmail? No? These two are already wearing chainmail. Can you wear chainmail? No. Could have bought you a shield, though. Vultures! They're very bitey. And they get a lot of attacks per turn. I'm glad it's Ham Slam that's taken all this damage. Holy shit! 2,000 damage, buddy. I don't think you needed to do that. Ah, yes. My favorite party member, Ham Slammy. Good old moons over my hammy. It suddenly explodes. Everybody takes damage. Ow. And Atru-chan is getting just raked over the coals over there. Very nearly died of Vulture. Okay, that's not going well for anybody. Let's crack into the items. There we go. Everybody's fine. Nothing is ruined. Atru-chan's party recovered all health. God damn it. No, I would have regretted it if there had been another fight. It's fine. That's trolling. I trolled myself, is what it is. I trolled myself. Really good at doing that. I trolled myself. Okay, these seem to be kind of strong against plain weapon attacks. This seems to be a human skeleton. Perhaps it belongs to a traveler who ventured into the cave and collapsed. What's this? This seems to be a human skeleton. Did you not read the flavor text? Fauna notices a ring around the skeleton. Oh shit, we are looting the body! Loot that body! Loot that body now! Loot that body! Playing my flute while I loot this dead kid's body. This looks like a really old ring. Oh, something seems to be engraved on the inside. Fitma. Hey, this puts a bad taste in my mouth. Hurry up and toss that thing. You're not supposed to lick it. Okay. Look, this is sort of bothering me. Would it be wrong for me to take this ring? I appreciate you asking this ethical question. Probably, but I don't care. Take it anyway. I mean, I suppose that's alright. You're gonna take it? Seriously? What a loony broad. Wow, this was the 90s. Loony broad, what's the big deal? Screw you! Appropriate response, thank you. We got Sitma's ring. A ring that was on the finger of the skeletal remains in Omingstone Cave. Fauna discovered. Any Clinton jokes yet? I would welcome them, honestly. But no. Unless you count the ones that I personally have made. In which case there have been one. Oh, well, now that's suspicious. Alright, there is an entrance. Somewhere here. Oh. I don't like the exploding carrion crawlers. That bothers me. I slipped. Whoopsie. These numbers are certainly something. Go around a little circle. Alright, can we go down here? We'll find out in a minute. But yeah, it does feel a bit imbalanced. They're doing like 10 damage to us. We're doing like 500 plus to them. It feels a little weird. Except for the killer scorpions. Which, we do have to seriously beat on to do any damage. Level up! Obtained a gold bar. Okay, cool. I think we can just proceed across the top here. Oh god, that's a lot of vultures. We're gonna get pecked to death. One bite at a time. Stay firm, ham salad. Stay fresh, cheese bag. Atru-chan now getting pecked at. See, if Atru-chan dies, my entire party dies. So I have a little bit of fear of that. It very much is a case of a load-bearing party member. And while it hasn't happened yet, I think if Tamshin dies, or Tamrin, I think if Tamrin dies, we also die with her. That's why I have her set first, set to go first in the turn order. Because she is, the healer. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's one of those JRPGs. Let's see. I think let's check out this path. No, I thought maybe it might have a tunnel in it. But it looks like it doesn't. In Earthbound, can the party continue without Ness? I'm not sure. I think it can, yes. And this is going to curve around to the middle where there is a, another gold bar. Alright, that is $1,000 for the team. Which is almost a whole sword replacement. To be fair, Ness does have the ability to teleport out. But so does Pooh, so if you just teleport away from whatever danger you're in back to town, you can get to the hospital a lot faster. But it's only those two who can teleport, I think, so, you know. You're probably gonna be having a bad time if those two go down. Or Pooh isn't around. Alright, we go... I think we're going back to heal. Then all the way back down and around. Are all the fights auto-battlers? No, none of the fights are fully auto-battler. All of your other party members are on control, are on, like, PC control, except for Atrushan, who you have to manually control. So, it's like a Persona 3 sort of situation. I don't know anybody who really used the condiment system that much, but I admit I kind of love it. I am all the time putting, like, sugar on my... putting extra sugar on my cookies and stuff. And in the game. Put ketchup on your cookies. Put juice on your gin. Earthbound had a lot of... I think the reason Earthbound is so beloved is that it has so many optional... Ooh, anime scene, hold on. Oh, he got the detached sleeves. What's this place? Man, I can't see a thing in this darkness. It's so big the light can't reach the back. Can't believe there's a huge cavern like this deep in the cave. Kaiju! 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 Watch out! Something's back there! That's dangerous, Haslam! I can't see a thing. You must be imagining it, Tamrim. Haslam? Behind you? Awesome! Way to go, idiot. Wait, Haslam! A wise choice. It speaks human language? Had you bared that sword, every one of you would have burnt to cinders. You who disturb my slumber, be gone while you yet have your lives. Please wait. Could you be the Emerald Dragon? Oh shit, it exists. How does a human know that name? Who are you? I see. You are no human. A dragon child. Oh, what? A what? What do you mean, a dragon? Atrushan. My name is Atrushan. Entrusted this silver scale by the Great White Dragon, I have come to Ishburn, that we might stem the tide of the demonic army defiling the Holy Land. Please lend us your aid. I see. You hold the silver scale. But I am not the Emerald Dragon. I am the Silver Dragon, the ancient dragon who created the silver scale which you hold. Can I have that back, please? But what happened to the Emerald Dragon? The Emerald Dragon is dead. The Emerald Graces. That which 5 ancient dragons, including I, paired their souls to create. The last hope of the Drakes. Dragon Child! Sear them upon your mind. The Silver Scale. The Crystal of the Violet Dragon. The Golden Fangs. The Claw of the Black Dragon. The Horn of the Red Dragon. When you possess the Emerald Graces and their none of those are emerald. The Emerald Dragon will be revived. Wait, please. What should we do to defeat the Infernal One? Before the Emerald Graces, demonkind is as to nothing. I shall continue praying, Dragon Child, you who would face ordeals. May August be with you. It's almost weird. It's almost...
Rock Dragon! Ah! Rock Dragon! Big! Strong!
It's almost weird to go from the hyper 90s anime look with the gigantic pauldrons and all. And then we go back to this. But you know, completely worth it. I think that was cool as hell. And yes, we saw a dragon. He was big, he was strong. He was silver, I guess, in different lighting. It was sort of bluish. Guys, I gotta be honest, I don't think anybody in this party knows what an emerald looks like. Oh! We now have a quick bridge to get out of here. That's very polite of this game. That's, like, really polite. Thank you, game. Would also have accepted Onyx Dragon. Yeah, we don't have enough Onyx Dragons. Or... Huh? I don't see Buggin around. Did he really leave behind that staff he liked so much and go off somewhere? Hard to believe anything could have happened to a guy with Buggin skills, but, you know, maybe he got tired and went back to town or something. For now, how about we head back to Kurter? Yeah, he's probably just asleep at the inn or something. You know, Buggin always falling asleep at the inn. But yeah, I too am a sucker for OVA scenes. Like, I just think they're great. And honestly, I love this variety of fantasy. I love this sort of, like, skimpy armor, giant broadsword, huge pauldrons fantasy. Like, this is my ideal genre for a fantasy thing. The only way you could make it better is blend in a little bit of sci-fi. Like, give me like a robot or two. That's perfect. Boggin? Boggin at the bar? Just a moment ago, the elderly gentleman who was with you came by, and he went out to visit Throsh Cave. Did something happen? I told him there was a cave where the mountains circle around to the village's southeast. I've got no idea why, but it looks like Boggin headed to that cave. That's what the man just said. No. I wanted to check and see if we have new weapons. We do not. But we can sell off our gold bars, now that I think about it. Atrashan, you've got some chainmail. We got spare chainmail, and we can sell off these 2 gold bars. And that's like a cool 1,500 cash monies. $1,500, not 1,500. I'm bad at numbers. Let's in. The dawn breaks and a new day begins. Sadly, we cannot get like a newspaper, but you know. Alright, down to the southeast, they say. I'm actually gonna guess it's this little dimple. Phone Dad for more money? Unfortunately, no. Dad is back in the dragon world. And I'm pretty sure dragon money is useless to us. Because while they'll take you back to any town you've previously visited, the vendors don't take Dragon Express. You can only pay with your Horde card. I feel somehow unqualified to make jokes about a dragette. Like, that one's definitely not my department. No, this little dimple is not the cave. I thought for sure there would be a... Oh. Well, you know. Ah, that was cute. That was cute. Alright, Tamarin levels. One more action point doesn't help. This is Boggin's magic. So Boggin almost certainly went into this cave. Let's get moving. I've got a bad feeling about this. Throsh! I'm gonna say we're gonna go... top left first. Just because it doesn't look like there's anything up here. That's how they get you. That killer snake took the longest detour anybody has ever taken in the entire history of planet Earth. Ow. Big explosion. That hurt. That sucked. Oh, there's another cave here. Oh no! I don't know where we're going now. I'm just gonna go over here and let people get healed. Yeah. Just wait out the healing. Oh, there is so much stuff here. Okay, let's go back to the entrance. Stab, stab. Yeah, I feel like, I'm gonna go back to the entrance. I'm gonna head up to the top right, because I want to see if that is a treasure chest up there. And we may end up using a tent afterwards to recover before we go in any deeper. Using a tent and saving. Because Atrushan's getting beat on. And if he dies, well, that's it for the group. Then again, they keep healing him, so, maybe it's not so bad? I don't know. Vulture down. Man, and this is with up-to-date armor. Not feeling very comfortable about these damage numbers that I'm taking. Alright, what's up here? A tent. You remember I said I was... How do I know how much MP my casters have? That's the interesting part. They don't. As far as I can tell, my casters can just cast anytime it's their turn. Presumably spells have some kind of movement point value, because everything seems to have a movement point value. But I don't know what they are. But it seems to use that system instead of MP. It's very odd. Also, everyone seems to have yeah, everybody has movement points. And I think because these two are wearing heavier armor, they have like -1 movement point. No, it's the broadsword. Okay. But, like, you can see that the broadsword has a cost of 4, so every time they swing it, that's 4 movement points. Except that, with a -1 overall cost, or a -1 bonus to points. -1 bonus. No. -1 penalty to points. It's really more like it costs 5 to swing. So. Anyway, that was probably way more than you could possibly have ever wanted to know about the systems of this game. Reminds you of Final Fantasy XIII, which also didn't have MP. You know, I never really thought about it until now, but you're right. You can just magic in Final Fantasy XIII. I had never really thought about it, but there is no MP in that game. It's nice. When I think magic in Final Fantasy XIII, I always think of, like, the Ruin spell, which has become the default for magic without an elemental aspect. Like, it's not fire magic, it's not ice magic, it's not wind magic. It's just raw magic damage. And I think that's cool as heck. I love the idea of just doing magic for the magic's sake. Alright, we're gonna save here. Whoops. Basically a distance attack? Yeah. Which makes me think of people on Final Fantasy XIV calling, like, guns and bows ranged melee attacks to separate them from magical distance attacks. And I think that's funny as hell. Alright, I am going to turn the music on for a minute. No, I'm not. Wait, yeah, I am. I'm going to turn the music on for a minute, and I am going to step away. I will be back very shortly. Biology is a prison to which none of us can escape. Back in a sec. I was wondering the other day, it was on my mind. Daisy, why do you take so many more little breaks during stream time? And then I remembered that I have started drinking a big cup of coffee right before every stream. And then I stopped wondering about that. So this looks like a weird room coming up. I'm not sure what the deal is here. It looks like there are 3 buttons. Okay, I think I just step on the buttons that, you know, don't kill you. It seems very straightforward to me. Blue button's good. Bronze button's kind of bad. Kinda can't get there, huh? Sorry, man. So Tamron is now buffing my strength in battle. That's really nice to see. How far up are we going here? Quite a ways. Inside the chest is a letter from Bagan. I apologize sincerely for my selfish actions, unbecoming of a man of my years. Once, seeking to master sorcery, I delved Ovingstone with a friend in search of the crystal of the violet dragon, which the dragon in that cave is said to possess. But that is a tale almost 20 years past. We were young and callow. Yes, through just the slightest carelessness, my friend lost his life to the sting of a killer scorpion. The bones you found were his, and using that ring, I observed all which transpired in the cave. When I learned that the Dragon of Ovingstone did not have the crystal, it convinced me that it was, with certainty, the hidden treasure of Throsh. I have taken it and gone to the forest of Vadva to the south, intending to slay Gomez the Hellspawn, who has made the village of Nanai suffer. That's a lot of proper nouns to drop on me in one fucking sentence. That was an oath betwixt my friend and I. Should I achieve my purpose, I will not fail to return this crystal to you. Bagan. Read it again? No. Well, apparently, Bagan's headed off to the forest of Dadwa. Dadwa. I'm checking the readme to see if there is a translation note about Dadva. Let's have a look. D. Pronounced Dadwa, thought to be from Dadhar, the just creator, one of the names of the principal gods of Zoroastrianism. Okay. How could he do this? That said, I think while this game uses a lot of names from Zoroastrianism, it doesn't use them with any real purpose. It just kind of uses them as salt. Like, they sound cool. These are cool names to say. So, they don't mean anything. Yeah? Well, it's fine. For now, let's head for the forest of Dadva. Whatever happens, I think we're gonna have to find a way to get past Fort Apis. Let's head back to Kurter for a bit and come up with a way to get through the fort. This dungeon could have been an email. It was, in a way. Are we just going back? We just went back out. I was gonna check for chests, but okay. Never mind. Haslam Strength Rose. Wow. So now the man can do, like, over 1,000 damage to statues. But he can't hurt a scorpion. Ow. 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 I slashed it with my butt. Alright, we're getting out of here. We're going back to town. Yeah. Clearly my tail was armed. Of course it was. I never leave home without an unarmed tail. Without an unarmed tail? Sure. I never leave home without an armed tail and an unarmed tail. And I never know which is which. Actually, I just never leave home. $20 to stay the night, that's fine. Heal up. Dawn breaks. I didn't do it. Let's see. We haven't got anything to sell. Except that detonator ruby that I probably should just get rid of. But let's check the stores. Nope, same stuff. Alright, were we supposed to regroup at the bar? I kind of forget. Old Man Tap was looking for you guys. Sounds like there's something he wants to ask you. Quit talking to me, you're ruining my drink! They say Crossrow, the head of the Resistance, is a hearty man who comes up with perfect plans. A hearty man! He's big and beefy and full of ragu sauce. I saw him one time, but he seemed less like a leader and more like a beefy warrior. That's the ragu sauce! What? You're gonna pass through Fort Apis? That's the very definition of reckless. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go talk to Tap. See what wisdom he has on tap. You just can't beat the fucking wino. At least this is cheap. Much obliged! By the way, you fellas want to get past Fort Apis, don't you? Wouldn't think to look at me, I know, but I act as a resistance contact. Deliver this note for me and I'll help you get past the fort. Alright, where are we delivering it? Deliver that to Khosrau, who's in the bar in the town of Harofi. Go to the item shop. I'll get him to lend you some Hellion armor. You can get the rest of the story there. The item shop in this town? What do you need? After you explain things to the shopkeeper, the owner emerges from the back. An old man Tap sent word. This is armor stripped from Hellion corpses. He says to use this to fool the Hellions. You should be able to get through Fort Apis as long as you don't get caught. As long as I don't get caught, I can do anything. Like, as long as I don't get caught, I'm cool. Is this actually equipable? No. Cool, nice. We should buy a shield for what's-her-face. Fauna. Hey, you two can always be a Hellion. Oh, she can't use shields. Okay, well, I'll just go and fuck myself then. I'm actually not 100% sure where Fort Apis is. It's not over here. It's not up here. So it must be over here somewhere. That's probably it, over there. Alright, so we cross the river somewhere. Or maybe that's it. Well, let's save. And let's just hoof it out this way and hope for the best. Way to go, ham salad. My eyeballs are all dry, which kind of sucks. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, though, so I'm hoping that, you know, the general humidity will raise and it'll feel better in here. Alright, it should be around here. I'm gonna check the map when we get out of combat. But yeah, something about this game just puts me at peace. Like, it gives me Slayers vibes, it gives me Lodos War vibes. It's got that comfortable, old-school anime fantasy to it. Put on the helmet armor? Yeah. Hellion armor on? What? You have a missive for Lord Ostracon. Okay, pass. I think Lord Ostracon said he was gonna meet the Dadva Chief. Okay, I guess we just try not to get caught? Can we talk around this little outpost, though? I'm curious. Hopefully nothing in here instant kills us. Oh. We're not allowed. Okay, we're not allowed in. That's one way to do it, I guess. Identical fort. A missive for Lord Ostracon. First I've heard of it. Whatever. Go on through. Hey, wait a minute. Come to think of it, I never asked you for the password. I'm sure you know it, but say it just in case. Password? First I've heard of it. Thought he could trick us with those disguises? Fools, prepare to die. Prepare to die, rebel scum. Sure thing, man. Stereotypical ass evil guards. Run before reinforcements show up! Whew, we made it this far, we should be alright. Hey, how long do we have to keep wearing this filthy armor? I can't take any more of this. Yeah, get all smashed up in that fight. Don't think it's gonna be much help to us now. Okay, then I'm ditching it. Don't worry about it. We've come this far, so whatever happens, happens, right? Come on, let's get down to Harabi straight away. We need to head to the bar and meet Khosrow. Looks like the town is right here. The village of Dadva is to the southeast, but there's no point in going. They won't tell anything to outsiders. With those guys, it's just the decrease, decrease, day in, day out. It sounds like they advance and decrease. That was barely a joke. What am I doing? The fort northwest of town is the Hellions' battlefront headquarters. Ostracon's been assigned to crush the resistance, I hear. Casino! Obviously, we'll be stopping in there shortly. Apparently, the Resistance's hideout is somewhere in town. These Hellions are scouring the town forts in a frenzy, calling themselves Resistance Hunters. If you're hunting for Resistance, I think you have to, like, put metal between two poles. Evil incarnate, a man who will stop at nothing to achieve his goals. That is Ostracon. Humans are intrinsically evil, and he is merely conforming to their essence. Such filth does the dog of the Infernal One spew. Oh, this is the battle arena. We could try the battle arena. I don't really want to, though. The Dadva chief's son, Yaman, is a good, honest man, unlike most of his kind. He's a master bowman who knows the forest well. I heard before Ostracon came here, he was hanging around at Cosroth and had doubts about the village's decrees. Oh, he doubts the doctrine! That must make him a hero! I heard the chief of the village of Jadra Village was dragged off by Ostracon not too long ago. What's he scheming? I don't know, man. I just got here. Cannot escape arenas. It's true. Dawn breaks. The majestic forest of Dadva is visible through the window. I love these little personalized, in messages, too. The greater your difficulties are, the more immeasurable the sense of satisfaction upon overcoming them. If you stop by a town, try staying in the inn at least once. And then they go to pains to point it out, yeah. We're a stagecoach service. Coaches aren't running because of the Hellions. Okay. Once I beat the Hellions, I bet they'll start running. Going to a place you've never been before is frightening, but such is adventure. Adventure and excitement and really wild things. Who gets the rebellion note? I'm not sure. I think it went into key items. Not that I can pull up the fucking menu. There we go. Yeah. Deliver to the bar in Rovi. Okay. Lord Ostracon's the most amazing guy. He's so awesome, I think I'm gonna hurl. Who are you? You ain't got business here. Park your ass somewhere else. Welcome. What might I do for you? Dropped off. Sad 50 pulse tip. Thank you kindly. Was there something you wanted to know? We're here on business for Old Man Tap. Now you're just full of surprises. You guys know Old Man Tap? Well, come on. Why didn't you say so earlier? If you're looking for Kazo, he's in the basement behind that door. I'll give the signal to the lookout. Don't make a scene as you go in. Is there an old man named Baggin? Cosro might know something about him. Watch yourself. I hear the Hellions are in a fury and going on resistance hunts. Nice little role-playing, scenario there. Figure out how to get in back. Here you came here to deliver a message. Thanks. Okay, bye. Wait. Was there something else? Actually, we're looking for an old man named Baggin. Do you have any idea where he could be? Baggin, the sorcerer! Heard the rumors. Never met him. He's apparently headed for Nanai village in the forest of Dadva. Hey, aren't you... Aslam, Prince of Irvad? So the prince finally deigns to join the battle himself. Guess you figured out if the country gets wiped off the map, forget Prince, you won't even be a beggar. Awfully rude, aren't you? Sorry about that, just the way I am, so bear with it. No, you're a dick. But... if the kingdom had kept it together, my family would still be... Whoa, what's the deal? It's the resistance hunters. The Hellions will be marching in any minute. Damn, of course now's when they learn to pick up a scent. Hey, you four. Follow me. We'll escape through the secret tunnel. Ugh, I'm getting yawny. Oh, that's a secret tunnel, alright. Come on, hurry. Hey, we found the resistance hideout. Cool. I don't really get hard stuff, but I ain't letting that varmint Ostercon get away with this. No siree. Never heard of the Night Village, but if you're going to the Forest of Dadva, odds are you'll need help from the people of Dadva Village. The villagers' help? Yeah, that's right. Only the villagers know where the forest entrance is. Just to make it even more of a pain, that bunch won't tell a thing to outsiders. I mean, I assume that the forest entrance is anywhere there's trees. But what should we do? Dunno. If the Dadva chief was around, we'd at least be able to ask him, but he got dragged off by Ostercon the other day. I've heard there's a secret only the chief knows, so he probably wants to force it out of him. So, for now, what do you say to putting together a joint operation? Truth be told, I want you to be our front line and show those guys who's boss. Oh, I get to be the front line. I get to go stab people. Yay. Oh, so we're your sacrificial pawns now. No. Just listen to the plan. Our group will draw out the Hellions. What's going on? You sneak into their HQ. All goes well, we can hit the bastards right where it hurts. Perfect plan, eh? But if you don't like the sound of that, I guess I can't fault you. Yeah, I'll do it. Alright then, we'll figure something out. Aslam whispers in Atashan's ear. Wait, seriously? Yes, I mean, it doesn't really look like we have any other options. Gods above, you're the most credulous rube! Sounds like we've got an agreement. Well, good luck out there. Alright, take this. Should be able to get in the Hellions Battlefront HQ with that. Our comrades may have many dangers to get that. Make damn sure you get this right. You know, I feel like I should have said no, but meh. Oh, here's that empty house. Alright, can we buy any equipment? As long as we're here in town. Is there anything new? I'm not actually allowed to sell these. Keep it quiet. Morning Star! Something for Faluna. And a weapon nobody can use right now. Mysterious. Alright, let's check the armor shop. I hate selling armor and buying armor. My wares are all of the finest quality. Breastplate. Ooh, that's a big, big hit. Alright, a Sally for everybody. Except Cameron. I wonder if it's a long, tall Sally. Gotta recover a little bit of, money. We can't sell bag and staff. I want to try, hold on. No, you can't, okay. Just a generic line. I was hoping it would be funny. It was not. Alright, a breastplate for both of our mains. Well, no, a breastplate for one of our mains. Iron shield for both of the... Nah, fuck it, breastplate. Alright. Like, we can always save scum the casino if we need more money. Always willing to cheat. But for now, we are kitted out in the latest and greatest. And I am gonna go attempt to raid this fort. Nice, looks like the Hellions' lookouts are gone. Guess Khazro wasn't just talking out of his ass. Easy going as ever, aren't you? You know the hard part starts here, right? Yeah, I know. And I know I've got it tough babysitting this pampered little prince. Always ready with a cutting remark, aren't you? We've actually got a scrap of woman, and why don't you take a few lessons from Tamrin? I'm pretty sure Tamrin would tell you to fuck yourself, too. Well, excuse me for being a tomboy, Prince. Why don't we get going, Atrishan? Right. Wait up! Hey, hold on, you two! Stay on your toes, Atrishan. I mean, it's gotta be crawling with Hellion troops inside. Somehow, you're not terribly convincing, but I'll listen in to see what's happening just in case. You say Lord Ostracon is personally interrogating him? Yeah, it's just a matter of time until the geezer squeals. Who are those guys? The enemy! Intruder alert! What the hell do you think you are, a four-man army? Hope you were planning to come out of this alive. They have so many movement points. Fortunately, Ham Salad is incredibly durable. And just an absolute murder machine. There we go. Easy enough. Oh. It's gonna be that kind of encounter rate, is it? Okay. Guess we are a four-man army? Yeah. Well, a two-man, two-lady army. Oh my god, why is there so many movement points there? Alright! Please, guys, land a hit. Okay. Match with Shannon levels. Let's go ahead and drop a save here. Nothing back here. A whirlwind forms, dealt 25 damage. Okay. They have mages back there, casting spells. That's not good. Cameron's in trouble. Or was. The monsters do crits, yes. Haslam? Survive? Yeah, he's doing fine. I think it's those phantoms that are the mages. The ape men don't seem like mages. There we go. Okay. So those phantoms are the ones to watch out for. Oh good, it's a maze. Phantoms and will-o'-the-wisps. At least stay on me, will-o'-the-wisp, so that I can hit you. Working Designs and published this, they would have reduced the DS spells just to fuck with you. I think they would have just, like, flat doubled the, hit points of everything on the enemy side and called it a day. Like, that's my feeling, anyway. Okay, this isn't much of a maze, so I think we'll be fine. The healing spells, though, man, I don't know. I worry that they're never gonna get better, but our hit points will get bigger. So we'll be stuck under healing, but like it's really hard to know. There's a lot that could happen. Alright, one encounter a room is okay. I think I can handle one encounter a room. Hey, let's take a break. You know, we will soon, I think. I want to accomplish the stuff that we're doing in this fort. And then I think we're good for the night. Hey, Silver, you mentioned that you had the how long to beat on this, but I don't think you actually said what it was. Okay, charge! That was your plan. Get him. Who the hell are... I would, actually, yes. Astrakhan, prepare to die! Damn you. Lord Astrakhan, please, leave them to me and make your escape. Elam. Please, hurry. Yo, that is a sick design. Like, we've all seen the black mage with the 2 eyes in shadow. How about 3 eyes in shadow? Okay, bunch of evil knights. They're not gonna do much. I am worried about, you know, what the boss is. Ooh. Alright. I think we're good. Atrashan can take 2 evil knights around. Everybody's taking like 25 damage. But I think that's okay. Yeah, this will be fine. I think. Ham Salad is currently rocking that wizard. Good work. And he's a lot less threatening in melee. Alright, take out this last knight. There we go. What happened to all my evil knights? They died. Oh, he's blinking red. All we have to do is live through the whirlwinds. And we're good. Ha! Gaz Astrakhan's giving us a slip. Illuminated. Hey, old man, good to see they didn't manage to off you. What's his problem? All that trouble and not a word of thanks. What a weirdo. Oh, whatever. We got done what we came here to do. Let's get back to Crossroads. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish this, little side story out. They were testing us and we passed. Okay. Must be behind the bookcase in that one building. Meryl's house. Who is Meryl? Mother, please get well. She's Sailor Moon! Since I lost my husband, my daughter and I have been living here by ourselves. You're living? Lately, my health has been worsening. My daughter Meryl must be suffering terribly. Good luck with that. It's possible Meryl could be our new party member. It's possible that, You were good enough to get Captain Cosmo's attention. I figured you'd do us right. It's possible the Chief could be our new member. Good job, y'all. You ain't half bad. Why do you have a character portrait? You guys did real good out there. I honestly never thought you'd actually be able to beat the infamous Elam. Sounds like Ostrakhan went running home with his tail between his legs. Doesn't get better than this. Tonight's on me. Drink till you drop. At Cosmo's invitation, Atrashan's party participated in a small celebration feast. Small. Emergency! What's wrong? Why the big commotion? It's... Ostrakhan is leading the main force of Hellions into battle against Ironvod. What? According to our information, a knight commander named Sada died in the initial skirmish. Sounds like it's just a matter of time before Fort Zalma falls. Sada dead? Impossible! Cosmo, help me get past Fort Apis. I'm going back to Ironvod. I'll go with you. No, Atrashan, I know there are other things you have to do. Falda, you take care of babysitting these guys. Haslam? Cosmo, please. Got it. Thomas! Escort the prince to the other side of Fort Apis. Gotcha, Captain Cosmo! Oh, that's why he gets a portrait. Alright, Your Highness, follow me, if you will. Right, thanks. What are you three gonna do? You can catch up to him if you go now. We've decided we're going to head to Nanai Village. I believe in Haslam. He's a man who gets things done when they need doing. He's also a man who ran off with like $15,000 worth of equipment. Haslam, give that back. I paid for that. Alright, then take this. Another letter! We really do. I feel like we're the fucking postal service. If you show that to the Dadva chief, he might help you. We'll temporarily withdraw to our hideout cave on the east of Fort Apis. See ya. Good luck out there. Okay, let's have a quick party chat. I can't believe Commander Sada is dead. All we can do is have faith in Haslam. We need to meet with the Dadva chief and head to Nanai Village. That's right. Let's meet up with Boggin and get back to Ironvod as soon as possible. Well, yet again, we've managed to lose a couple of party members. We're down to 3. I'm starting to see how this game is going to control the difficulty level. But that said, like I said, I did not have a particularly great sleep. So I am starting to get sort of yawny. We're gonna leave that save here. We're gonna go ahead and drop off for now. And I am going to, yeah. I'm just gonna, wait a minute, hold on. I am gonna send you folks over to friend of the stream, Cloudhop, who appears to be playing what looks like a very endgamey boss in Tunic. So if you do not wish Tunic spoilers, do not follow this raid. But if you have played Tunic and you want to support a nice rabbity Pegasusy thingy, then yeah, have a good time over there. Yeah, I always try to give a warning when I'm gonna raid into somebody who's doing something spoilery. So you bail out. Good night, everybody. The rest of you say hi to Cloud Hop. And good night.